Another episode of PiWorld, Minecraft Survival. As you can see, we are the proud parents of two wonderful pumpkins. And I guess a few melons over there too. But the pumpkins, that's what I really wanted to show you guys. Thanks for tuning in. So in between episodes, I have organized our stuff. I did wipe out some more wheat that grew. So we got quite a bit. We got about 29, 30 pieces. The remaining seeds filled up the rest of our little plot. So we got some carrots over here too, at least one. So let's see, what else did I do in between episodes? So I did breed cows a couple of times. So we got now maybe 6 or 7 cows. So that was good. Also, I ran over there on the beach and just shoveled up a bunch of sand. I got a stack of 64 sand. And also we took the chest here and the floating chest and the floating crafting table. I took that away. The chest, I moved everything down to the basement. I can show you that real quick. Not quite everything, but I moved some stuff down to the basement. Let's see. So we put the tags and some of the. I moved the blocks around, so I put our cobble and some of the other building blocks on this side, and over here I created a wood chest. I had so much wood from the big tree. So I'm starting here. Didn't I? I thought we got saplings last time. I don't know where the saplings are. But that aside, I didn't put them up there. Okay, so there's nothing really here. There's really only stuff in this one and this guy, and then the wood. So we got room for growth. We got room to put some nether stuff. Oh, there's another. Take one of these. I did make a little chest here. So I'm putting some of our building material in here, and also just kind of food and general stuff I might use up here, like coal and stuff. So we got a thing of 64 glass here that cooked. So what I think I'm going to do, we'll just take the stone, the glass, and we'll take these 4 stacks of brick, and we're going to make some brick. It goes from brick to bricks, I guess. Okay. So this should make 1 stack of 64 bricks. Sweet. Alright, let's get rid of that egg. So, I think what I'm going to do is start, I'm just going to pop this out. So we're going to go brick, 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 oop. So of course I broke my shovel at the end of doing sand, so I don't have a shovel at the moment. So we're just going to make a doorway here. And let's make this brick as well. Ooh. Boot. Hrph is getting dirt. Hrph is getting dirt. So I thought maybe what I'll do while we're sitting here building is I may tell a bit of a short story, maybe. I mentioned last time that I'm going to make glass panes here while I'm talking. So I think I mentioned last time that I was telling the whitewater rafting story, and I mentioned that I used to work at these gas stations, right? And I sort of had another story that tied in there. So I think maybe what, we should go up one higher, right? One higher. So how am I going to get up there now? Hrph, what have you done? Why did you move? All right, let's get rid of that clock. Sorry, I will get back to this in a second here. Let me just get this going. Got some dirt. And Don't need the water at the moment. Oh. So we're just gonna bump this up 1 here. Just get rid of these 2, 3. Okay, so back to the story, which technically I haven't started yet. So I had at the very end of high school, I started dating a girl in high school, and she lived across town from me. So this was maybe the first. I'm going to say this was our first date. So I've got like 3 stories related to this family. And I'll start with the dog incident. So this was probably our first kind of official date. So this is the first, I went over there in the evening, and I'm picking up, my girlfriend, or my date at the time. And I have no idea, no recollection of where we were going. But, this was early evening, so 7:30, I came over to pick her up. We're probably going to get going to the movies, or we're going to get something to eat, or, something minor like that. And so, I pull up to her house. They kind of lived on this a little bit of a driveway that was... The driveway was this kind of... Well, I guess it was paved, so they had a paved driveway, but then at the end of it, there was a bit of a dirt spot. I guess we'll go 3 here. Kind of keep it the 3 theme. So anyway, I park my car. Nothing to do. The dirt doesn't matter right now. So I park the car. I get out. So the house, they had sort of this, it was like a ranch-style house, I guess you could call it, if you can picture that. It's a 1-floor, a single-story house, but it's kind of long. So if you're looking at the front of the house, on the right-hand side, they had a pretty good size deck, built off of that. So you would walk up the stairs to the deck, and go in the door that's on the side of the house, which goes into the kitchen. So you go in and out the kitchen as opposed to, using like their true front door. So anyway, so I knock on the door, and that door is, the other side of the door is the kitchen. So I knock on the door, and the mom, I guess she was in the kitchen there, or the dining room or something. So she answers the door very pleasantly, and lets me in. Now straight through the kitchen, you walk in and there's the kitchen. Straight through the kitchen is their living room. So she says, "Oh, why don't you go on in there and grab a seat?" And I don't remember exactly what she told me, but she indicated that, my date's dad was out there. And now he's by himself in this room, and that's, I'm what's probably 17, 18 at the time, and I'm meeting her family for the first time. So, the dad is probably, I'm going to guess, he's in his late 40s at this point, maybe 50. And, I can appreciate that, being the father of 3 daughters myself. So, he's sitting in essentially sitting in a recliner. So he's sitting in a either recliner or sitting chair or something. It's a comfortable living room chair. So anyway, he's sitting in this. There's a sort of a small end table between that and a second, chair, which I presume was the mom's. So I kind of walk in, not really knowing what to do, not really, I don't expect him to come up and give me a hug or anything like that, but I expected him to say, "Hey, come on in, sit down, have a seat." Instead, he just kind of looks at me. So I'm just awkwardly standing kind of next to this chair, the second chair. And I see that they have, laying on the floor right there, they have this little dog. Now, I don't know, I wasn't much of a dog person at that point. We have dogs now. Well, that's going to work out. So I just kind of said to him, can I is it okay if I pet the dog? And he just looks at me and he just goes, yep. So no warning, no nothing, right? So I reached down, to pet the dog, and now, knowing what I know now about dogs, because we've had several dogs for several years, and not several dogs, but we've had a couple of dogs. We've had one dog for about 14 years or so, and now I understand the signs. Okay, the dog behavior. No, this isn't really all right. This isn't lining up. I thought it was going to line up. So basically, the dog is sitting there. No tail's not wagging. But again, I'm not picking up on that because I don't understand, right? So, so I reached down to pet this dog, and again, tail's not wagging. He's just kind of staring at me, not saying a thing. And I reach down to pet him, or her. I don't even know if it was a girl. It doesn't matter. I reach down to pet him, and the thing takes a nip at me, like really quick. And I was able to get my hand out of there, so he didn't actually bite me, but he sure as heck tried. And the moment that happened, and I pulled my hand away, and I look at the dad, and I go, "Oh, he almost got me." And he smiles like I don't know, like the jerk that he is, I guess. I don't know. He's got a big smile on his face. He seems extremely happy that has happened to me. And he just kind of goes, yeah, no, she almost got you. Clearly this dog is not friendly. Clearly this dog was going to try to bite me, and the dad just set me up for it. So I just kind of decided, let's make it more uncomfortable. So I sat in the chair right next to him, little end table away from us, and the two of us stared at the TV for another 5 minutes until, my date was ready to go. But anyway, that was my first experience with her family, and it continues. Her mom, though, was a nice lady. She actually introduced me to the owner of a gas station. It was a place that I call them gas stations. They're service stations. You can get gas there, but they also repair cars. So she knew I was working for my uncles, and I had I'd worked on their cars a couple of times for them as well. So she knew I was a little bit handy with cars back then, as far as going, not going to rebuild an engine for you, but I mean, I certainly could do tune-ups and other things. So change tires, do tune-ups, oil, oil changes, and I did water pumps and alternators and all kinds of stuff related to the cars. So, but anyway, so she, I'm just going to do a little bit different style back here, I think. So she introduced me to the owner of this gas station over in the next town, a place that she got her cars, officially serviced at, and he, she put in a good word for me, and he was like, "Yeah, you're hired. When can you start?" There was no, it's a gas station. There's no interview. There's no, not much of anything else. So, so I ended up working there while I was going to college for a few years. The relationship with the girl I was dating lasted, so this, we were graduating high school right then, so that it kind of lasted until the following February. She ended up going I went to college locally, so I was living at home and driving to college, and she got a scholarship for sports, so she ended up going to one of the major universities in the area, and so she was living in the dorm, and the distance thing and all of that. Anyway, by kind of spring, not by spring, but by late January, early February, it was kind of you know, we were growing apart, so that sort of fizzled out. The odd part, not odd, but I ended up at that gas station. The owner's daughter she became my next girlfriend after, I don't know, it was probably a solid year or so of being there. But I ended up dating his daughter for several years. And then that fizzled out, and yeah, so I met my wife, and it's all been downhill. I mean, fantastic since then. She's not here, or she would obviously punch me, so. No, so it's been great. You know, it's odd the way things work out, right? So, but that's the story there. I've got a couple more tales about that family, mostly her little brother. So she was my age. She was, you know, 18. Her little brother was maybe 12 or 13 at the most. And yeah, he was just a little mischievous bugger. But I'll save that for maybe the next group of stories here. So we are out of bricks, man. We're out of bricks. You know, I think I have. What is that? A bat? A bat like stuck? I've never seen that. A bat? Oh, he's coming up. I'm gonna kill you, man. Come on. This is weird. I've honestly never seen a bat in the mine. In the. Did I get him? No. How many hits does... Jesus, what are you, a boss bat? Okay, I killed the boss bat. I was actually trying to come down here because I wanted this. We do have a handful here. So we can cook these up. This is what, 40, so that'll make... I don't know how many. Maybe a dozen or so. Dozen or so brick blocks, which probably... Yeah, it's definitely not enough to get us over the hump here. So maybe what I'll do for now is we'll just landscape this guy up, sort of mock up the house. So we're going to need to go get some more clay. We're going to need. I'm actually running out of. I do have one stack of coal left that we brought from the mine. But we're starting to sort of run out of resources, so at some point soon here, I'm going to have to go down and start mining. Maybe explore those the caves down there. See what we can see. Also need to make some more glass panes here. I guess I should just make a ton of them, huh? I will just make this many. I don't need zillions of them hanging around. So I can put this in here for now. Keep creepy crawlies out. Get that just right or it's going to come out at me. So I thought we could just lift this one up a little bit. So we've only got 2 rows of windows here in the back. And this might be too many windows. I don't know. But we'll live at this. We got a front and a back door. Actually, we kind of need doors, don't we? Let's put one of these down here. And we can make... Okay, pressure plates is still the same, so we're going to make a couple of pressure plates. And, nope. Incorrect placement, there we go. Now, I don't have the wood that I ultimately want to make the doors out of, so we're just going to use standard old oak doors because they do have a bit of a window. So I always place the doors on the outside. I don't know why. I think it looks a little better. So the pressure plates are going to automatically close the doors for us. They open them, and then they close on the way out. Going to have to hit them to come in, but that's what you want. All right, so we're pretty much closed in. So I think what I'm going to do is call this an episode. I think I will go hunt for some more clay off camera. We'll get that cooking up. And I'm going to think about sort of what to do with the roof. You know, do we make a little loft up here with a roof? Do we put a bed up there? This really isn't, you You know, I can leave this stuff here. I do need to investigate how to make some of these new, some of the new ovens and some of the new, I know there's like it's almost like a table saw. I don't remember what they call it. But on that table saw, you can make all different flavors of blocks, you know, from you cut slabs and other things like that. I don't know if you have to use that or if it's just another way of doing things, but we should investigate that, maybe make some of these snazzy tools, and we'll make a little workshop up here, maybe a loft upstairs for a bed, and then we'll keep all the storage downstairs just in case there's a creeper attack, as this is a you know, hard difficulty server, so we will have some issues before we can get everything lit up and actually exist at night. So for now, I'm just sleeping for the nights and keeping the creatures at bay. So as always, thanks guys for watching, and if you find that you're enjoying what we're doing here, give us a like, and also subscribe if you care to, as it would help us out a great deal. Thank you so much as always, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.